Hi, everybody. This is Christine from Fire Moon Alchemy, and I'm popping on here to talk about the upcoming lunar node shift that we have going on January 11th. But first, let's talk about what the lunar nodes are. The lunar nodes in astrology represent points of destiny and karma. So the North Node, also known as Rahu or the dragon's head, symbolizes the future, growth, and the lessons we're here to learn in this lifetime. This is where we're going. It's the path of evolution, which more often than not requires us to step out of our comfort zone, which is represented in the South Node. The South Node, or the dragon's tail, also known as Ketu, reflects our past experiences, innate talents, and the wisdom of karmic lessons from previous lifetimes. The South Node gives us clues as to where we have been and also lets us know what we need to release or reconcile for our soul's advancement. Now, when the North Node moves into Pisces and the South Node shifts into Virgo on January 11th, the collective focus transitions from the current Aries-Libra axis. And this axis highlighted the me versus we polarity. It challenged us to navigate the complicated dynamics of individuality and partnerships, and often sparked some heated debates and controversy about personal autonomy versus the needs and will of others. Now, while these themes will continue to be relevant throughout 2025 due to ongoing planetary influences, this new nodal shift will aid in fostering some difficult but necessary conversations that will hopefully pave the way for more harmonious dynamics in the future. But let's go ahead and move on. So the Pisces-Virgo nodal axis invites us to bridge the gap between the physical and spiritual worlds. You know, every dream needs a solid plan to make it a reality. That's Virgo. And without dreams, we would not have a reason to get up in the morning. That's Pisces. And both Virgo and Pisces meet in the middle through the shared motivation of wanting to make the world a better place. This 18-month upcoming karmic cycle is very interesting, for it's going to emphasize themes such as spirituality, healing, and creativity, while at the same time dealing with real world challenges. So this particular lunar node shift is going to draw attention to themes such as healthcare, environmental stewardship, and also our relationship with animals and the natural world. You know, it's almost like if somebody somewhere else does something to hurt the planet, it's no longer us and them. It hurts all of us. It's that kind of mindset. You know, it's going to call humanity to reconnect and prioritize approaches and even businesses and systems that honor life in all its forms. Interestingly, we are already seeing these themes come into the spotlight. For example, the current public outcry for healthcare reform. So this nodal shift is encouraging a shift in values on a collective level. And this prompts us to adopt lifestyles and mindsets and philosophies that nurture both the soul and the body, while aligning everyone collectively with higher balanced ideals of service, fairness, compassion, and sustainability. Now, I hear y'all out there, you're like, that's great, Christine, but what does this mean for me? Well, on a personal level, the Pisces-Virgo nodal axis in your natal chart signals a reorientation of priorities and a significant shift in focus. So the house placements of this axis will reveal areas of your life where you are being called to grow, heal, and establish a sustainable balance that honors both your spiritual and practical needs. For example, if the North Node is in your fourth house, this is the house of home, family, and emotions. You may feel drawn to make changes to your living situation. You might buy or sell your house, redecorate, or do some renovations. You might decide to set some healthier personal boundaries, address some unresolved family dynamics, explore your ancestry, or even seek counseling or therapy to support your emotional growth and well-being. And that's just a few of the things that may come up. Meanwhile, with the South Node in your 10th house, and this is your career and public persona, you may find yourself reassessing your career goals. You may consider a vocational shift or even relocate for a new job or for a fresh start. Over the next 18 months or so, the boundary between your career and personal life may begin to blur a little bit, which prompts you to make some meaningful changes that align your work or your career or what you're known for with your true self and with updated or renewed priorities. Okay, so moving on, this nodal shift reminded me very much of the energy of the Wheel of Fortune tarot card, which reminds us that life is always in motion and change is essential for growth. Now, both of these energies, this lunar shift and the Wheel of Fortune, signify a turning point and the start of a new chapter. When the Wheel of Fortune comes up in my readings, I always say, spin that wheel and let's see what happens, right? So over the next 18 months, we're all being invited to adopt a more holistic perspective. And this is both in our personal lives on a micro level and how we view our world and how we're connected to it. That would be the macro level. And as this wheel of destiny shifts and turns, it encourages us to be open to those new possibilities and exciting opportunities. Think of this nodal shift as like being in a small boat on the ocean, right? While you do have a rudder to steer, and you have some control over your direction, you can't control the tide. And this is Rahu, the dragon's head in Pisces. Okay, everybody, I hope you found these intuitive messages helpful. And if you did, please consider liking this video and subscribing. If you would like to explore these energies further and would like to schedule a reading with me, you can go to my website, firemoonalchemy.com, and schedule an appointment there. If you'd like to meet with me in person, I am at Indigo Moons in Houston every Thursday from 12 to 7, and I would love the opportunity to meet and work with you. And as always, I love you all. Have a fantastic week.